Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. There it is. Look at that. What you know about it?
Let's go, baby.
Big episode today. We are coming back from a 1-week hiatus. Had a lot of travel going on last week. So thank you for everybody who did check out Trucking Around episode 2, which is out now. So make sure you're checking that out. Even though we didn't have a live stream, still laying something out there for you guys. So make sure you tune in and still listening to that. Big episode for today. Got a lot of questions. We're going to just do a pepper in the questions kind of episode, simply because we missed a lot of questions last week. You know, on Trucking Around, it's a little bit of just BS, and there's really no
Trucking around, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. There's exactly zero reason for why we talk about what we talk about on Trucking Around. So a little bit different format to a small degree than what we do here. However, lots going on, man. We're living lives, you know. Did I lose you? Uh-oh. Technical difficulty early on. There we go.
Which, by the way, how am I? Am I still coming in good? My cat likes to chew on wires, so.
Yeah, you're coming in all right. You're a little on the fuzzy side there, but you're coming in good.
He was a hairy bear. He was a scary bear.
Fuzzy was he? No, was he? New cat, by the way. I'm glad you brought that up. This is Luna.
Oh, baby.
Also
Luna.
a Maine Coon, correct?
Correct.
She hasn't gotten mauled yet, so that's good. She lives to fight another day.
That's right. I think Waffy's like secretly training her to help her take over the house one day, and that's why she's so tough on her, wrestling and shit.
she's like, listen, my plan only works if you just toughen the fuck up. Otherwise, we got nothing. We got nothing.
She's just gonna get on the back of the couch and throw a flying bow where I'm laying there.
She's come from the top turnbuckle, baby. She's gonna send you into orbit.
Oh shoot! All right, well, we got. Yeah, you got it. Absolutely not.
So we got our live comments rolling in. Papa Steel chiming in. One beast wasn't enough. Now Waffles did imprint on my father while he was there visiting you guys the one day. Very similar mindsets, the two of them. So they fit along together perfectly. But yeah, two beasts. Two beasts. You got weapons in your household now.
That's right. I actually think it's just more witnesses for when my wife actually decides to murder me. So
yeah, you're gonna get axed one day for sure. Now, those of you who are watching live, you may notice we do have the American flag going on in the background.
USA, USA.
That's right, baby. That's right. And we have Memorial Day weekend coming up this weekend, so we want to give a big shout out to our lost military folk throughout the years, and we want to take the time to, we're certainly a military friendly show, so we've already highlighted this shirt once before. So let's go ahead and do this again, because this actually, we're kind of lucky that we had done this once before, and it kind of falls in line, especially with what we're talking about today. Honestly, 2 shirts, really. We have our We Stand With You shirt, which is just showing military support in general, whether it's veterans or those who are family members of lost military members, as we're really trying to support throughout this week and this weekend especially. And then we also have our idiots t-shirt. Be an idiot, be grateful, because there's people who have lost their lives to serve this country for a good cause, and those family members have had to live with the ongoing repercussions of that. And we just want to say thank you to, again, those lost military folk, as well as their family at home, because they lost someone great because they went off and fought a war that, I mean, truthfully wasn't theirs. But they went out and they did it anyway. So thank you to them. Again, not only the family members of those military folk, but of those we have lost in the line of duty. We thank you. There we go. He's active today. Alive and well, bud.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Alive and well. The job has destroyed you. It has made you something you are not. So let's get right into the questions, man. Let's pepper in the questions and let's get this thing rolling. My first question to you, Rod. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren?
Future.
You think so?
Yeah. That's then I can figure out, if aliens are real and all that good stuff.
See, I think you could go either way. It's like you can go into the past and talk to ancestors. And I mean, I guess it depends on how far back you go, and just be like, hey, what was like some big company that in your lifetime, like that's starting up that we should have invested in, or go into the future, your great-great-grandchildren, and they're like, hey, 100 years ago, 150 years ago, this company started from nothing. What's it like now? And then they're like, oh, this thing's a multi-trillion-dollar corporation. And the next thing you know, you're investing in the Amazon of our time, or Amazon.
Yeah, or they're going to be like, hey, we use Dogecoin as currency now. No big deal. I'll be like, oh, well, what a coincidence.
Why don't you give it a rest, man? The Dogecoin thing is going to plummet soon, and you know it. Are you panicking yet?
No. I didn't put any money in there that I'm not willing to lose. So it's like, takes off. Not, And
that's fair. But I would probably agree, though. I would say go. Ooh, what is that? Hold that back up.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to take a look? These are. He came home with these.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got fancy little signs. That one's summer ice. This one's little cherry limeade going on.
Cherry limeade.
Those cans are fun.
What is this? We're getting chirps from the back. What are we catching?
It's the summer retro pack.
Summer retro pack. We will be exploring that this weekend for sure.
We're looking into it. What? We're doing our research.
Yeah. Our people are getting with their people to see if we can, in fact, procure one of these summer retro packs. I think you're right, though. I think you have to go into the future and see what the future beholds.
Yeah.
And let's say maybe we're in the midst of World War III and they're learning about it in their history books, and we're about to find out about it. That would be good to know, good information to have going forward. I don't know what I would do with that information. Maybe figure out which ones were neutral or anything like that. Maybe kind of go sneak off to Sweden or whatever.
Or worst case scenario, you go to, talk to your, future descendants, and then you realize that you don't have any, and it's just nothingness.
Nothingness. So you're saying we go into the future and it's apocalyptic?
No, I'm saying you find out. That's how you find out you never have kids, because you can't go anywhere.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
You say, I want to go into the future, and you close your eyes and you wait, and you open your eyes back up, and it's just you haven't fucking moved. They're just like,
this is as far as you go,
buddy. Got news for you, pal. Got news for you. Along the same.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So if you go to the past, you can mess up the future. But if you go to the future, can you mess up the past?
I would say no, because that's all already happened. Now, this is the whole time. Nah, here you go. You're gonna do the whole timeline theory where it's like you create a different timeline, and then that one still exists where you didn't go to the. You know, I mean, let's not talk about all that shit, okay? Because this pea brain hidden underneath this Memorial Day White Sox hat cannot comprehend what you're about to throw out.
I noticed the White Sox hat is red. Is there any particular reason for that? Or?
Yeah, Memorial Day. I just explained that to you. Memorial Day hat. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I don't need this kind of shit from you. However, since you brought it up, we'll go ahead and talk about it. You're not a huge baseball guy, I know, because your Reds absolutely stink. However, the record for no hitters thrown in one season is 8. We're not even midway through this. We're not even. You want to hear something crazier? We're not even midway through the season, and I believe there's been 6 already thrown.
Oh, you mean 8 for like the whole season, not 8 by one individual player?
No, the whole season.
I was like, are you crazy? Like, I don't know a lot about baseball. That sounds phenomenal.
I don't know. Nolan Ryan probably had quite a few in his day. I don't know if it's necessarily that many, but there's guys that have racked quite a few. Obviously, single digits yet, but no. So across the MLB in any given season, 8 is the most no hitters that's been thrown in one season. Still incredible. Typically, you maybe get 1 or 2. We're on 6. I believe we're on 6, and we're not even at the halfway point. We haven't even hit the All-Star break, which is like mid to early July.
What do you attribute to that? Like,
I think the concept of just trying to get on base has kind of gone out the window. I think guys are constantly swinging for the fences now. And I mean, sure, you still get those guys in between that they hit to get on base. They want their on base percentage, whether it's through walks or through hits or their batting average to be way up. But you see some, like, there's a large chunk of teams, their batting averages are, low 200s, probably low 200s, if that. And that's wild. I mean, the game is taking a turn, and I don't know that it's necessary. I mean, there's a lot of pitchers out there now too where their pitches are just disgusting. They move like a foot and a half, and there's nothing you can do about it because you have a fraction of a second to decide if you're going to swing at a ball or not. And you decide to swing, and next thing you know, this ball is moving a foot away from you, and there's nothing you can do about it because all your momentum's already going forward. And that's kind of it too. But I don't know that they're necessarily better to the degree where they'd be throwing no hitters at this high of a rate. So it's interesting. It's certainly interesting to watch.
Now, you may have already said this, but have we gotten to the point, or do you think we'll get to the point where you'll see teams with really low batting averages still competing, like for a championship, because those low percentages, even though they are low, they're just rocking home runs?
I'm going to say no, simply because you can't really string together runs that way. And, you're looking at solo home runs here and there, whereas teams with higher batting averages, and then they have, the 1 or 2, the cleanup hitters in their lineup that can slug the home runs. Now you've got 1 guy on base, 2 guys on base before you hit that home run. That's 3 runs as opposed to all these solo home runs that you might see. I hope it doesn't get that way. And maybe 1 through 9 is either going to be just like slow hammers or just absolute speed demons on the bags. And you may see it's a one or the other kind of thing instead of a blended situation where it is now. But I mean, to your credit in asking that question, I think you're right. We're on the path of it being an all or nothing kind of mentality.
That'd be crazy. That'd be like, you seen those videos where they make like the shortest and smallest and lightest players, but make them all the same ratings? And then on offense, they'll do the same thing except make them the fattest and the tallest. Seeing those two go at it like that.
It's yeah. It would definitely be weird. But to kind of go back to that question, Pop Steel, if you go to the past, it would benefit you, and that's kind of what I was touching on before. Where if if you go and you talk to your ancestors and you get some kind of insider information, not illegal. They're simply family members talking to you about things in their day. So they have no way of predicting if it could be successful or not. But you just kind of probe them a little bit. Hey, what's Steve Jobs there doing, and what's that situation like? You guys heard of him or?
There's this guy Elon Musk in South Africa. I just want you to pour all your money into whatever the fuck he wants. All right.
Yeah. Because I mean, you think about it. Okay, invest in that company, and then you have generational wealth for years and years to come. I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Man, dude, I had to shake the rust off. It's been like 2 weeks since we've been live. Here we go. Let's go into question 2.
Trucking around's a little bit. That's a little easier, you know. That's
well, trucking around, you just have to stay awake for because it's 4:15 in the morning, and you're already in a box truck on your way down to Cincinnati. So it's a different dynamic, but it's much more loose because we can literally just start and stop whenever or wherever we want, and then pick up conversation later on. And that might be the best thing ever that I've ever realized. But let's go ahead and ask question 2. Kind of falls in line with question 1 a little bit. Somewhat of a time-altering question still. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button?
Ooh.
Let's add this stipulation. Let's say if you're like touching a person and then you hit pause, that person is also in like your realm, so you can move around.
I think definitely the pause button, because think about how much more sleep you could get and how much more productive you could actually be during the day. So you pause it right when you're tired, go to sleep, wake up, you know, to the outside world, you're like, oh, this guy never sleeps. Well, I get a full 8 to 10 hours. But whatever, it's cool. You would also age probably significantly quicker.
Well, let's say that, yes, and that's something I was going to bring up is, so even if you're in paused time, you're still going to age at a normal rate. So, you know, perceived 3 days may go by for you if you decide to pause it that long, whereas obviously 0 time has gone by in the real world, and then you hit play again and you're like, oh shit, I got some gray in my beard, man. I didn't have that quote unquote yesterday, depending on how you're looking at it. And next thing you know,
I would use it up to the point where, you know, I've already accomplished what I want to accomplish, and then I probably wouldn't use it at all any after that, you know, just to kind of prevent that. It might take, you know, 5 years off my life, but what's, you know,
I would use it for like 2 hours a day just to be able to get some podcast stuff done, and then go ahead and just play that bitch again and just be like, all right, I created some graphics, I got a few things done here and there, blah blah blah. All right, let's go back to it and get back to the real world. or pause it to be able to work out in the morning or something, and then still have all that time in the day.
Or rewind might actually be better, because if you see the lottery numbers, one, rewind, put the lottery numbers in. Mama Steele's onto something here. Brilliant.
Yeah, I think so. And everything that we are attempting to do, whether it's go back and talk to our ancestors or rewind in time, is simply for the fact that we can make money off of it in some way, shape, or form.
That's what makes the world go round, man.
That's right, baby. I mean, that's what you got to do, you know? Do what you got to do.
That's right.
I see. Now I don't know. The rewind has been brought into the fold, and now I'm thinking rewind.
I'm thinking rewind too. Rewind's perfect. I like it. What if you could only use it 3 times though, total?
Ooh.
I would still choose rewind.
I still say rewind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Like think about if there was a decision that see, Papa Steele, I think we're kind of on the same line here.
You can only do it 3
stupid
times.
I said. Yeah. I'd be sitting there like knowing I can only use it 3 times, just hitting that rewind, hoping for the best, baby. Let's go 4, 5, 6 times. I'm gonna say a lot of dumb stuff in this lifetime, so let's do it. See, I think that's beneficial too. But if you can only use it 3 times, you're gonna have to let that dumb thing you said just kind of slide because something more important is going to come back up. But to your credit, you see the lottery numbers, you rewind, you do that once, you're set on money. Now the other 2 things are just maybe life-changing decisions that you.
Same stipulation as last time. Do you stay the same age? Because if not, then when you get to the end, like when you're 80, skip chapter. We're going back, baby. We're doing a second take here. Let's go.
Ooh, see, that's tough because you would actually be going back in time. So you would go back to the age that you are rewinding to, right? I'm assuming that's how that would work. Did you lose me? Ah, you idiot. You and your headphones. You and your stupid headphones. You don't know how they work, I swear. So this seems like a good opportunity while Rod's getting that situation figured out, and it may be on my end. You guys may not hear a thing I'm saying. However, this is a good opportunity to talk to our viewers about our friends over at CBDbrothersusa.com. We are still running our promotion with CBDbrothersusa.com. They're still a sponsor of ours. We're actually working with one of the wives to get pictures taken, so we don't have the same stale picture of Rod and I holding up beers for Cat got it. Sad.
Just gonna say, cat got my tongue.
Okay, and we're trying to get updated pictures. When that'll be, Lord only knows. It'll probably be another month or 2 from now before we get anything situated there. However, they're still running that good product. Anytime Megan or I have like a sore neck, sore back, whatever it may be, we use the salve. We use the CBD salve, and it is arguably the best thing I've ever used. Within 20 minutes, I'm starting to feel a little bit of relief, and if I use that over the period of a couple of weeks, then not only am I avoiding using anti-inflammatories that could, in the long run, do some harmful things to my liver and my kidneys, I am also supporting a small business. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Whatever you're doing over there, you need to knock it off. Okay. Yeah. But you can go to CBDbrothersusa.com, use the code IDIOTSONMIC, and you can get 25% off and free shipping. Again, that's CBDbrothersusa.com, code IDIOTSONMIC.
Hey, it's Memorial Day weekend, baby. Get you some CBD from CBD Brothers USA.
Hey, if you celebrate like every other American, you're going to be hurting. What's going to get you through that slump? A little CBD from CBD Brothers USA.
That's right.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Oh, I did say it. I completely forgot to do this a while back. It's probably been a month or so now. Devontae, our good friend Devontae McLean, has a new song out called "How It Go."
Is it good?
It's good. It's good, and he's actually got one more after that. And I'm a little disappointed in myself for not reaching out to our guy and telling us that it's an absolute banger. That one is Close to Me by Devontae McLean. And that one I really like because it showcases that musical spectrum that he covers, where he can rap and he can sing and he can kind of do it all. So check it out. Again, How It Go and Close to Me by Devontae McLean on Spotify. Check it out. While you're checking out Idiots on a Mic, of course.
And if you want to know a little bit more about Devontae, go ahead and check out our episode with him a while back. That was gold.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So former indoor football league player, as well as he played in the Canadian League. And him and our guy Mason, Big Butt 65.
Big Butt Mace.
Big Butt Mace. Always good to have him on. We had him on for the second time along with Devontae because they were teammates in the IFL, which really gave us an opportunity to hear some of those locker room stories that everybody's always itching to hear when you get a couple football teammates together and just see what they talk. Big Butt 65 did come up in that conversation. We also had the conversation about the new cleats or the new shoes that Devontae had to was dealing with, or Mason was dealing with. So good conversation. Make sure you're checking that out. Make sure you're checking the podcast out. Trucking Around actually falls under Idiots on a Mic. It's not its own thing. So you'll see Trucking Around episodes 1 and 2 sprinkled throughout our other episodes. So if it's something you're interested in listening to, if you can sit through the sounds of a rattling truck while there's conversation going on, then it's a good one to kind of invest in. I enjoy the Trucking Around because it's just the conversation is just every which way.
You know what? And that's honestly, that's one of the things I love about it too, is it's back to why we originally started this. We were sitting on the couch bullshitting and we were like, you know what? We need a mic between us. And what do? Well, trucking around, mic between us, and we talking. Anything and everything.
Oh yeah, we talking, baby. We talking. All right, let me ask my next question to you. We talked about this earlier. We both have done both of these at one point in our lives. Would you rather go to a movie alone or dinner alone?
Dinner. I would 10 times out of 10 rather go to dinner alone.
And why is that?
And
is there a reason for that?
Think. All right. So, all right. The first time you go out to eat by yourself, it's kind of weird. You're like, oh, whatever. But when you sit down, we have the technology now. You prop up your phone. You look up some stuff while you eat. You have some headphones. It can be a good time. All right. And you look around. Yeah, there's people. That are out to eat and stuff. It's not always couples though. Sometimes it's a mother with her kids and stuff like that, right? Almost every time you go to the movie theater, it's couples, it's stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then also it's just kind of sad. People are like, oh, they just assume the seat next to you is taken. Well, it's probably not because you're a lonely bastard.
Yeah. COVID really called out those people that are alone because pre-COVID, you could sit next to somebody and kind of act like you're within that group, like at a movie theater or something. But then it's like, oh, you have to buy X amount of tickets. The ones in between have to be blocked off and blah, 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 and shit like that. And then they're like, oh, that guy's by himself. That's fucking weird. I think you're right. Well, see, I'm kind of torn because if I'm in an antisocial mood, movie by myself is perfect because there's no expected social interaction to where I can be there, I can watch my movie, nobody's going to bother me. Whereas if you're at dinner,
HBO Max solved that for you.
I bingo, baby. I've got some movies to catch up on. I've been sleeping on flights a lot lately simply because I was traveling quite a bit there. This is like
you're trucking around on the weekend when you should be sleeping.
Dude, listen, I was gonna pass the F out. I look over, I'm like, dude, I don't feel so good. And then you're just like, yeah, my face had to be about as white as that door back there. It did not feel fantastic between the lack of sleep and the amount of heat that we were working in, and it's only gonna get worse. So I'm here for
it, baby. Let's go.
But when you're at dinner, I mean, there's a potential for expected social interaction. If there's somebody that's sitting by themselves as well, they may try to strike up conversation. A lot of times when you're by yourself at dinner, you may be sitting at the bar, and that just breeds conversation simply because they don't want to put a two-seater table, a lonely bastard at a two-seater table and potentially lose out on another $30-$40 worth of meals and stuff like that. So you sit down, you look over, there's some other lonely stooge looking at you. He's like, hey there. And I'm like, yeah, Jesus, I don't want to do this, but here we are.
That's fair.
It's tough, but it's tough because I would argue that for the most part, I'm a pretty social person. I think I get along with a lot of people. So there's times where I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's meet some people. Why I'll never see these people again in my lifetime. So what difference does it make? If I make an ass of myself, I pay the bill and I leave.
Yeah, I figured you'd choose the one with the, you'd rather go eating alone because that way you don't have the pressure to eat fast from everyone else or eat at a normal pace from
Okay,
everyone
piss
else,
off.
right?
I don't.
You're like a bunny rabbit.
This has become a widespread phenomenon. Rick is
Right.
aware of this situation. Obviously, my family is aware. Megan's family is now aware to where they will, in fact, point it out in the midst of dinner and dinner conversation. They'll be like, "Oh, wow, Matt's still eating. Oh, that's
Wow, it's
weird."
midnight. Weird.
Yeah. Go home, please. We have work in the morning. I don't know why this came about. I don't know. I mean, I think I developed it because I'm going to tell a little something about my childhood here. Okay. So we used to do dishes as kids after dinner, right? And we would do dishes together. Well, my strategy was to eat slower so that Mike was practically done with the dishes by the time I was ready to go and start doing dishes.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think it developed to a whole nother degree to where it's just, it kind of became who I am, man. Plus I'm a talker. I mean, I'm sitting down and I'm having conversation, and then that takes away from chewing time. It's a thing, dude. It's just a thing. Don't fucking look into it. Don't read about it. Don't anything. It's just, it is what it is. Okay. All right. Let me ask my next question. Yeah, see, strategy didn't always work because Mike caught on to what I was attempting to do, and he would eat equally as slow, or he still does. And all right, what is this roast peppermint Matty hour? This is bullshit, dude. I don't want to talk. Let's go to the next question. What is something? What is? Oh, hold on. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing?
Shake weight?
I was gonna say, so mine is picking up dog poop. There's no graceful way to have to pick up dog shit. It doesn't matter if it's even in your own backyard and you got one of those little like rake things to scoop it up and all that stuff. It's just, it's not good. There's no good look. It's so demoralizing. People make eye contact with you while you're picking up dog shit, and you just have to be like, "Hi, neighbor," and just move on about your day. And it's like, and then, of course, the dog's sitting there like, "Yeah, that's right. That's right, peasant. Please pick it up." Flinging it, flinging it at your brother. Yeah.
Was it you who I talked about that bathroom door meme with? The one that said, I've been on Earth for almost 30 years and I haven't figured out the proper thing to say when someone knocks on the door.
Oh,
yeah. And then a guy commented below, my usual go-to is go away or bring a warrant.
Yeah. Come back with you'll never get me.
Yeah, come back with a warrant.
I'm glad you talked about memes because I wanted to bring this up and I thought you would appreciate this one. It's a short story, okay?
Okay.
God creates the worm. He says, "Hello, little buddy," and the worm says, "Thanks for the worm welcome." And then God creates birds.
All right. I enjoyed it after that when you said the birds. That was good. When you said God created dinosaurs, all I could think was, this bitch don't fuck with Pangea.
Hold up, things like 35 feet. I'm like 5'11".
Tinder, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Little Dicky. Let's do everything we can to make Little Dicky our huge guest for the marathon episode. I'm going to do everything in my power. I'm going to do everything in my power to attempt to make that happen. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to happen, but we're going to shoot our shot. We're going to see.
If there was one person that would come on it would be Little Dicky.
And then let's put just you and I will go off screen, and it'll just be him and Seth, and then Seth can have a conversation with Lil Dicky about how they may in fact be related, as well as with Seth Rogen. They may be he or Seth may be the love child of those.
Maybe
two,
we need
so.
to next time Seth's on like just on his side of the screen, take him off and just put like 2 pictures.
Don't even put him on screen, just side by side, Lil Dicky and Seth Rogen. We're talking to your parents. Stay out of this.
The grown-ups are talking.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's side shift a little bit. What is the most embarrassing thing you have ever worn?
Oh, well, when Maddie and I were in high school, we went to Waffle House early in the morning, and there may have been some beverages consumed at one point. And so before we went, I said, "Hey, hold on. I got to run in my house and get this real quick." And it was this blanket. It had little holders in it, so you could put your hands. Well, the whole thing was a penguin, all right? So you had your little flippers here. Then you had the penguin hat that goes over the top. And when I say I wore that proudly at Waffle House while I ordered pancakes there, that's what I did. I was proud.
The stooge asked for pancakes at a Waffle House, and the lady's like, "Dude, this is fucking Waffle House. What are you doing?"
That's exactly how
What do you
went.
want from us? What do you want? She just leaned in. She's like, "Honey, are you okay?"
Nope.
Like, look at him, lady. He's wearing a damn penguin outfit. What do you think? He's not okay. He ran back inside for that. See, now, this is a matter of opinion, and this is other people's opinion, not my own. However, red pants have come up on a number of occasions to where one might say maybe people think that they're embarrassing to wear, or
yeah, they are. Definitely. Definitely. I would also agree with that statement.
So I hope our manager, Mr. DJ Sweat, catches wind of this conversation, because I'm going to out him a little bit. We were on a work trip together. Okay, we're getting ready to go out to dinner. He says, "I'm going to put a jacket on real quick." The man goes upstairs to his hotel room. The man comes back downstairs in a completely different outfit. Didn't just put a jacket on, put some red pants on. So hopefully he's listening to this, because he did in fact call me out when I asked him about the red pants on the show. Well, we're doing a lot of callbacks this episode. I like this. He did in fact call me out for the red pants when we had him on the first time, and now it kind of seems that he in fact himself wears red pants, and I think that's something we need to talk about. It's not just me. I'm not just a statistic. I'm not just one.
As our manager, I think he just wanted to raise morale and help you understand that you're normal too, bud.
He said he's talking to the customers like, "Look, man, I only put these red pants on because he'll feel sorry for this fucking guy over here with the." And I'm just sitting there like, not even hearing a word he's saying, and he's like, "Matt, come over here," and I'm like, that's exactly what happened. That is probably exactly what happened. But yeah, my grandfather used to have yellow shark pants, so they were almost like pajama bottoms, and they had sharks on them, but they were like bright yellow. You've met the man. He called me a bitch. Yeah, he did. Hey, remember my grandpa? He called me a bitch while you were there. That was fun, huh?
Yeah, that was fantastic. I'm over there cracking jokes on Matt. He goes, "Hey, don't talk to my bitch like that."
He says, "This guy wears red pants. Do you believe that?" And then my grandfather chimes in with, "Yeah, hey, don't talk about my bitch like that." Yeah. But I love him.
That's right.
For me, from I don't think it is Red Pants. I don't think it is.
Oh. How about
I
those
think.
goofy ass sleeveless hoodies you wear? Those are pretty embarrassing.
Okay, let me explain something to you. Yet again, I know I've explained this on numerous occasions. Actually, I think the most embarrassing thing, just because it was so like loose and baggy, might be that Stitch onesie that I wore.
Yeah, you look good in it though, bud.
It was about 2 million degrees in that thing.
Yeah, it looked warm. It looked very warm.
It was not comfortable.
I just wore a t-shirt and black jeans.
He's called it rocket power. Gone on with his day.
Yeah.
Oh, Team Rocket, not rocket power.
Yeah. Show you my rocket power.
Okay, small rocket.
Rude.
All right, moving on. Next question.
Adequate rocket, thank you.
Yeah. Speaking of, I've been slacking on the banners here lately.
Shame on you.
Did you just throw that cat?
Don't worry about it.
Are you smothering her with a pillow? I just see his hand go down.
Breathe into it.
You just see a little struggle over here and there. Hold on to her. All right, my next question to you, and hopefully this gets some fan interaction, and we'll double down on this question next time we have DJ Sweat on.
Hold on.
What song are you playing at a party?
I don't know. I'm bad with music.
Maybe you remember this. And this is the only reason I play this song, because at one of your old parties back at Papa Fred's house, he knows about those. He's well aware of the situation.
He's well aware of
those. Uncle Cracker's Follow Me comes on, and the entire room stopped what they were doing to sing Follow Me by Uncle Cracker. And that might be my song. Because for me, it's not a song that people are just going to do this to. It's a song that the entire place is going to sing to. Maybe Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nope, I agree with you. Now that I think about it, yep, that's it. We went through a number of them on Saturday when we were trucking around. So after the first hour of us recording, we still had like an hour and a half to drive, and that just became karaoke hour while we were on the way down there. And all the old country songs were just hits. They were all sing-along songs and feel-good songs, and there's a number that you could pick from in that like 90s, 2000, early 2000s country era. Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, it probably has to be Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks, I would think. Or maybe like a Queen song. I don't know if there's really like a party Queen song that you could maybe play.
Eminem, Shake That Ass.
That song comes on and you just look over and Rod's just like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just head bobbing the whole way through the song. Yeah.
With goofy ass granny in the ear, just.
I'd be interested to see what. Sweet Caroline. So.
Yep.
I don't remember exactly how many times we sang this at karaoke for Mike's bachelor party when we were down in Nashville. However, this song did in fact come up a number of times. This song was sung by the entire group a number of times. This song was not only sung at the bachelor party, it was sung on the party bus. It was sung on the dance floor of the reception hall. Just can't get rid of it now. Megan and I have actually been singing it like the past day. Like we were eating dinner tonight, and I was just like, ba, ba, ba. That's another
That's
good
gonna
one.
get stuck in your head too.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna be driving to work
Absolutely.
tomorrow. Just da, da, da. You gotta hit it hard. You gotta hit it hard. I'm interested to see what Mr. DJ Sweat will have to say. He's been pretty busy. He's got a new position, slightly new position. He's taken on some more responsibility with work. So once he kind of clears up his deal, yeah, We Are Family would probably be his if I had to guess. We will be able to get him back on, but in the meantime, he is locked. Get it? Locked down. You get it. That's his last name. Locked. Moving on.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Good.
See,
Yeah,
I'm so
Matty,
tired of
yeah.
explaining everything to you. Yeah, you're the talent. That's why I carry you through the conversation every time.
But the talent, yes, I am.
Yeah, but the talent nonetheless. Right. All right. A couple more questions. 3 more questions I got for you before we wrap up here. I don't know if we've actually talked about this, and this is the question that you previewed. During the apocalypse, would it be better to live on your own or in a community?
I'm gonna let you take this one first because there's benefits to both. So I need to see where you lean, and then I can kind of figure out from there.
So if I'm living by myself, you want to live in a community, you want to come murder me because you want to take the resources that I've stockpiled because I move in the nighttime because I have nobody to watch out for but myself. Yeah, what do you know about it? Okay.
Listen, you move in the nighttime because the sun's gonna bake your ass, all right? I know why.
I am nocturnal.
I am bright
See, it's so tough because there's nobody to watch your back if you're by yourself. But if you hide well enough and you do move in the night, I think that's your best bet. I think it is because at any given time, any one person, especially if that apocalypse is takes years and years and years and decades and millennium to get out of, then resources are going to become more and more scarce. Any one person within your community could just light it up at any given time because they went crazy.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I would think the same thing. Here's I don't want to live in a community full of people I don't know and didn't know pre-apocalypse, right? I would be on my own until I saw, found people or, people that you trust now and that are going to have your best interests as well. Then I would be like, okay, now we can all, congregate, but anyone else, they're dead. You know what I mean?
That guy looked at me weird. Let's go kill him and take all his resources. What do you say?
No, we would have done that before he looked at me weird. We just.
Hey, that guy's within rifle range. I got this thing dialed in now. Anything.
That's right.
Anything within 100 yards is gone.
Listen, I ain't shooting nothing about 100 yards away, but we gonna have someone in the group who can.
That's the thing is like you can't even practice because ammo is all of a sudden potentially the best resource you could have.
Yep. And sunscreen.
Sometimes you're just hard to talk to.
I really appreciate sunscreen lately. It's been 90 the past couple days.
Oh yeah, Mister. He goes out with me. I ain't been putting sunscreen on. I'm just this tough guy. I either got a tan or I got melanoma now.
First of all, 90 degrees isn't melanoma. It just burns straight through you. Okay.
Yeah, your insides are actually cooking this entire time. What once was your muscles is now just like a seared steak. What was the one thing you asked me the other day? How much money would you like to make? And I said, enough money so that if you ever asked me to help you with this job again, I could easily say no. That's the only thing I want. That is the only thing I want in life. All right. My next question to you, we've got 2 left. 1 of 2. You've been alone on a desert island for nearly a decade. You're finally brought back to civilization. They take you to a 5-star hotel. What's the first thing you're doing when you go to that 5-star hotel?
Get in a shower, dude.
See, that was the one of two options that the original question gave. It was either use the bathroom or sleep in the king-size bed.
Take a shower, dude.
I mean, you have to, right? You're
Yeah.
like, listen, I can go hop in here, even if it's only for 10 minutes, wash the stank dick off of me, and then I can go sleep in that king-size bed. It'll be there when I get back. It ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna take this shower right quick, and then.
Well, one of the answers is what? Use the bathroom? Like you've been holding it for 5 years on this island? Like, no, I've been pissing shit in the woods. I don't care about this toilet.
This toilet, there's shit on the toilet. There's a very small niche of people that probably get that, because I don't know that a lot of people watch Letterkenny. However, if you have Hulu and you're looking for some dry comedy, Mama Steele, you're disgusting. And you're looking for some dry comedy. Shave my hairy ass legs. And
like a damn Amazonian after that.
If you're looking for some dry comedy, get on Hulu. Check out Letterkenny. You won't be disappointed unless you're Mike. Mike apparently doesn't like the show because he's kind of a dickhead. And then, you do.
But we know he watches the show.
Not my
we
words.
Know that.
Wait, see, here's the thing. Like, he watches this show. He somehow gets clips of this show. I don't know how he's consuming our show in some way, shape, or form, but he is. Because he'll bring something up that is from the show. Very nonchalant, by the way. And by the way, I've left Adequate Dick Energy up there way too long. He will bring something up about the show. And then I'll be like, oh, so you do watch. And then I'll just go, oh, no, Gail mentioned that or something. I don't know. Try to play it off all cool. Like, fuck you, dude. I know, I'm on to you. Yeah. You have to shower, though. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get 5 years worth of grubs and dirt and sand and grass and whatever other shit, probably some shit off of you. Get that stank off and feel better about yourself, Are you dying?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Well, answer this last question before you die, okay?
What we got? Let's do this.
If you could change what falls from the
Aliens.
sky every time it rains, no. You can't. It's raining aliens, good lord.
Oh.
What would it be and why? But it can't be anything. No money raining down on you or shit like that.
So when it's raining, I can have anything rain that I want. No, we making
parameters, yeah.
We making it rain some Miller Lite. I think that's what
see,
we do.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. The lattes would be flowing.
Absolutely.
It's illegal to catch rainwater. I don't give a shit, man. The lattes are coming down. You think I'm not going to put a big basin out there and catch it all?
Listen, prohibition was a thing too, but it's still happening.
I'll bottle that shit myself if it's coming down free from the heavens.
Yeah, right. Then that would make everyone admit that Miller Lite is God's beer. That's all I'm saying.
See, I'm saying lattes. You're saying Millers. I think we have a little difference of opinion. You know. I saw this video the other day, and it was like, nobody is truly themselves like the first month or two into a relationship. It's like nobody has road rage in the first month or two of the relationship. And you're sitting there, the guy's like, you get cut off in traffic, and you're just like, huh, I guess just some people drive that way, that's crazy. 6 months to a year in the relationship, you get cut off, and the guy's like, let's follow them. Are you a road rager? I am. There's through and through. I am a road rager.
I can be. Depends on my mood, and how dumb the act was that person made.
It doesn't matter. It could be the slightest inconvenience. A mistake I will make 5 minutes later, but because that asshole made it first, I'm pissed about it. I am not happy. Like I had this lady. Okay, we're at a T intersection. This cross traffic keeps going. I'm at the T. Call it the leg of the T. Okay. She's going to turn left across me, but she stops to let me go. That completely screws up the flow of traffic. And so now I had time to go, but I didn't, because that's not how traffic works. That was someone who thought they were being nice, and they fucked the whole thing up, because then she waited too long, then went, and then there was just lines of cars behind her on either side that just completely ruined the whole thing. Like, I would have found a way through without you trying to do that to me.
Have you ever been at the intersections and you both stop roughly the same time, and the other people start to go as you start to go, and then you both brake, and then you both wave each other, and then you just keep going, and then both of you say fucking at the same.
Come on, man. Yeah. I know.
Both people say
cars that haven't even made it to the intersection. Yeah. Cars that haven't even made it to the intersection yet. By the time that whole thing has gone down, they're now going because you guys are still locked in this who should go first
situation. Going around.
And you just like panic, and you're just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I hate that. Or I hate the ones where people just kind of glide through the stop and they just keep going, and you're like, dude,
it's called a Texas
my turn
stop.
There, bud. Oh, a Texas stop.
You've never heard that?
No, I've never heard it called a Texas stop. I heard it called a rolling stop.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. I heard it called somewhere called a Texas stop. I don't know. Probably from a movie or something I've seen once before.
You don't even know.
You're made up. I'm actually doing this podcast on my own.
What are you? How?
I'm just talking to myself. There's no other screen.
You've been doing this for 45 episodes.
How do I know about the episodes I wasn't there for?
You made up episodes that you weren't even a part of in your head. Yeah, Matty Ice is over there talking to so-and-so.
That'd be wild.
No, but that's probably what's happening.
What if one day you just found out I just didn't exist, and your parents and everyone just kind of went along with it? Right?
Well, there was a time where my parents did not think you existed. So he would come over late. We'd watch movies, have a few beers. He'd go to sleep, and then he would leave early, and he would just disappear in the daytime. And then I would have to explain, yeah, Nick, he already left and all this stuff. And then they'd be like, oh, sure, honey. I'm sure he did. Yes, okay.
You're
new to this town.
Here.
You want to make friends. I get it. Yeah. See, yeah, exactly. We did. Asked and answered. That is, in fact, confirmed. For months, they were just like, who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be wild. I think that turns over like your entire reality, doesn't it? Because then you question with everything else that might or might not be real.
You almost have to ask other people, hey, you see this shit?
Yeah. You guys fucking looking at this? And then you don't know if they're lying or not because they've gone along with it for so long.
Yeah.
They've been friends for 10 years now.
Yeah. A decade.
10 years. No, fuck up. I'm not putting that up there. I'm embarrassed now. I'm embarrassed. Let's wrap it up there for today, shall we? Let's wrap it up with this. You have not seen the movie, the new Angelina Jolie movie yet, correct?
What's it called?
Those Who Wish Me Dead. It's on HBO Max.
Would that be a good me and Fee movie?
Well, here's what I wanted to do for the podcast. We haven't played this game in a while. We're going to guess what the movie's about,
Oh shit.
or we're going to guess the plot line
Yeah.
simply based off of the poster. So get your phone.
Gimme.
Get your phone out. Get your
Oh, I
phone
gotta
out.
look at it.
Look up the poster. Look at the poster for those who wish me dead. Here it is. You see that? You got that?
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What are we guessing here? Obviously, there's going to be death involved. That's easy enough. Let's get that out of the way. But why? Why is there death involved? I see a little boy in the picture. Here's what I'm guessing. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of fire in the background as well. Those who wish me dead.
Fire.
Here is my potential plot line for those who wish me dead. She's an arsonist.
Mhm.
She's teaching this little boy. That's not my plot line. I'm fucking with you. I was like, she saves this little boy by setting something on fire. They both escape, and now they're on the run from, let's call them gangsters. That's my plot line.
All right. She's in some real shady shit, you know. She's like into some shady shit for questionable reasons, you know, but it's to like help benefit her family or something. Like they have leverage against her. Like she can help her family by doing some bad shit. And she did that, right? Until she has a job to where she's got to take this kid and like, I don't know, put him in a meat grinder or something crazy. You know what I mean? And then she changes her mind and tries to save the kid, knowing that it'll ruin her life. And then they,
wow.
that makes sense.
Yours was much more in depth than mine. Yeah, that was much more in depth than mine. I like that.
Yeah.
So,
you think so?
homework for next week. We will have watched the movie. We'll do a quick review of the movie. We'll see who was relatively the closest in the plotline genre.
As long as it wasn't that one trash, the Spy Cat trash. Oh my god! I watched the first 30 minutes and the last 5. I refuse to watch that whole thing.
Well, I own it. Okay, here's the problem: is I bought it in order to watch the movie on Google Play. That movie will forever be entrenched in my life. My child will watch it. That's a good movie like, for a kid.
Wow, Dad, what a stupid movie!
Listen, I know. I watched this in my prime. That's the problem. I watched this shit in my prime.
Your kids are like, I'm not watching this shit. Turn the Wiggles back on.
Hey, they spitting fire. All right, let's wrap it up there for today. Is there anyone that you would like to shout out for today's episode?
Nope, we're good to go.
Here's what we're going to do. We just got the message in from our good friend Bryce. Let's talk about this. He remade a scene from Wolf of Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal, by the way. I mean, I've seen better, but good. Very good. No, I'm not doing that. Rod told me earlier, he tried to tell me to dog him. It was good. I'm excited to see what his production company is going to build, and that is Under the Hill Productions. And let's not forget Dreamwolf Productions as well. They were both a part of your wedding.
That's right.
His capabilities when it comes to putting together these little scenes and everything, crystal clear. Now, he spent a lot of money on some production equipment to be able to make this shit happen, but awesome. I enjoyed watching it. I love, it's kind of fun to see him involve himself a little bit. Real score, like a Zack Snyder Scorsese thing to do, where he just kind of plugs himself in a little bit here and there, and you just kind of notice it as you're going about it. But awesome. Go check it out. I don't know.
I don't know if it's possible to do this since we're going to be reviewing that movie. Maybe we make it like a movie type of thing, episode, and we throw that up here and we just critique the hell out of it. A little serious, little fun,
fun,
maybe we'll workshop it.
So we'll reach out to Bryce. We'll make sure that he's willing to let us put his clip up on the interwebs and have a little fun with it. Maybe we get him on the episode so he can kind of give us some insider information on putting the little remade scene together. And we just have a good time with it. We get his name out there and the shit that he's able to do. And you guys are going to see it. It's really cool. Like, it's cool to watch because it is movie quality. It really is.
Yep.
So that's my shout out. Yeah. Shout out to Bryce.
Cool.
Keep doing your thing, dude. We're all going to blow up at the same time, girl. And then he'll be able to hook us up with cameras for the podcast and make us look like absolute professionals. And then
when he becomes a major producer, he can give us a shout out. So, I mean, it all works out.
Yeah, I feel like both of those things might have been in our favor, but I get what you're saying. Like, maybe there's something we can do for him, whether it is, I don't know, dude, I still want to get in the acting game. Maybe he needs some actors.
We keep his name off watch lists, that's what we do.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know, because we bring up watch lists a lot when we talk about his name. So I feel like if you Google it, they almost are intertwined at this point.
Yeah.
Bryce and watch lists. Here we go. That's going to be it for today. Thank you all who chimed in, who tuned in with us. Be safe this weekend. Have fun. Let's celebrate those who we have lost in the line of duty. And as always, Rod, you're way ahead of the game. Cheers.
Cheers.